Good morning, Washington and Baltimore and all the ships at sea. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Dave TV. I got some of my very favorite pair of camos on today. These are nice. They're nice, don't have to wear a belt with them. Aren't they beautiful? Aren't they wonderful? Aren't they great? Yeah. I only wear these a couple times a year because I don't want to wear them out. I'm weird. This is weird. Okay, hello everybody. It's the 28th of March, 2014. Got this in the mail. Cycle Gear catalog for motorcycle riders. I don't know. It's addressed to me. You look on the back here. It's David Hughes, or current resident, but it's David Hughes. I have no idea. I've never owned a motorcycle. I've never joined a motorcycle club. Look at this guy. Look at this. He's look at him there. He's got camo. He's got his motorcycle jacket on with his camo pants. And look at this camo pants, $69.99. Wow, they're cool, but I've never ridden a motor. Well, I was a passenger on a motorcycle once, but I've never actually driven a motorcycle. My sister's first husband was a motorcycle guy back when he was very young, and I think he gave me a ride around the block once, and that's about the only time I've been on a motorcycle. But it's just weird that I get the catalog for it. I don't know. Somebody must have said. And people have said that to me. They've said I've gone into stores and I'll have my camo pants on, and they'll say, Dave, you ride a motorcycle. You look like a guy who rides a motorcycle. Well, maybe I do, but I don't know how they would have gotten me. As I've said, I've never joined a motorcycle club. I've never bought anything in a motorcycle store. I've never ordered any motorcycle stuff. So I don't know why I got on a mailing list, but it's cool. Hey, maybe I will. Maybe it's fate telling me where to go. Fate is saying, Dave, you're getting old. Time to do the motorcycle before they put you in the wheelchair. Interesting thing on the Weekend, the Washington Post today. I don't know if you can see this close up. Mixing it up, but they have a radio here. If you look at the radio, it's hard to see with this thing. But you look at it's got FM, medium wave, and long wave. FM, medium wave, and long wave. The FM band here starts at 65, so it's got to be the Japanese FM band. Then it has medium wave, which is AM radio, but then it has long wave, which starts at 150 kilohertz. Now they only have long wave in Europe, I believe. But it's just it's an interesting kind of a throwback to radio, huh? Oh, I'll show you something. Hold on a sec. I left this in the other room. I've shown this before. I know that, but some people. Man, it's dusty. This is my old British radio. It's interesting. In 1974, it shows you how old I am. I went to a 2-week tour of Rome and Britain with my Latin class at Herndon High School. It was the summer of 1974. Okay, and that's 40 years ago this year. So 40 years. This radio here, I got this radio when I was there. I got this radio in 1974 in London because I wanted to listen to British radio, and this has, as you can see, the medium wave band there. And the long wave band, nobody was listening to FM back then, but and anyhow, it's got the tuning dial in meters, and it's got all the old British, all the old stations, where they used to be on the long and medium wave bands, Luxembourg, Hilversum from the Netherlands, Brussels, Paris, BBC, stuff like that. So it's really cool. And it actually, I don't have batteries in it because I'm trying, what I'll do is put batteries in an old radio, forget about it, and then they're all leaking, corroding. So I leave the batteries out of this. But when I do put 4D cells in this thing, it does work. So one of these days I'll fire it up. And what can I listen? I guess I can listen to ESPN 980. They're still an old AM, grumpy old AM, but that's a 40-year-old radio. So 40 years ago. 40 years ago. Okay, so the big radio news today is W8. Well, it's not really WHFS. If you Google the WHFS call letters, you'll get a CBS sports talker in Tampa, Florida. Home Field Sports, HFS. But what is left of the old WHFS, the old WHFS progressive rock, long, colorful history. Well, I won't get into it all now. It used to be on 102.3 in Bethesda, and then in 1983 or 4 it went off the air, and then soon popped up again on 99.1 out of Annapolis, and had many colorful years, and then got bought by CBS, and they turned it into kind of a rocker with talk on it, and it lasted until 2005 on 99.1. Then they put El Zal there, and now it's WNEW. And then the station went in different incarnations. It was up in Baltimore for a while at 105.7. Anyhow, the latest incarnation of HFS, without the W, is 97.5. It's a 250-watt signal, which is relatively low power, but high power for a low-power signal, okay? It's a high-power, low-power signal. Okay, it's on the high end of the low-power signals. I mean, a standard station today is 50,000 watts, so 250 isn't much, but it's up on the tower there, the tall tower, so it gets pretty good inside the Beltway coverage in Baltimore and even outside the Beltway. And it's on 97.5. Well, there is a 97.5 in Martinsburg, West Virginia, which is a full-power station, which covers, I'm sure, into Frederick County and beyond even. I mean, I can hear it here in Northern Virginia, in Fairfax County very well. And I'm sure somebody from that station, or from that, there's a smaller 97.5 down in the Annapolis area, but being another low power station, I don't know if they've have any cred with the FCC, but at least this station, my guess is, probably filed some complaints, said, hey, some of our eastern listening area is being compromised by this Baltimore station, so they're being they're probably being told off the frequency, bye bye. So they're going to move to 104.9, okay? 104.9, and what is their website? It's hfsradio.com, right? Let me see if I can get it. Okay, so if you go there, and there they are. There's their new logo with the 104.9. We're moving, and it doesn't tell you why, and the folks there won't say why. I've tried to get some people to comment, but nobody will comment on it, but that's probably why. And there's some of the cool. There's Nisi. Nisi used to work at the old HFS back when it was on 99.1. Gina Crash did too. And Spam. I don't know who Spam is. Never heard of Spam before. I don't remember him from the old station. Riadia. Don't know her. I do know the others, but anyhow. So say I want to listen to this. Where's the signal? Signal. Do I see a listen live button here? Followers, home, music. Can we listen live? Listen. Okay, let's see. Let's see how the listen live comes in down here in the Washington area. Choose a sponsored video. I don't want to see a sponsored video, but I'll pick this stupid sponsored video. Your station will start soon. How much longer? Skip in. So we can't skip it for another 22 seconds. And the ad goes for 2 minutes.
Welcome to Awesome Cross.
I don't want to watch a 2-minute ad. Okay, well anyhow, that's that. That's that. Oh, I don't want to watch a 2-minute ad. But okay, so let's try another stream here. Okay. Here we go. 99 plus. Here we go. Let's pull this out a little bit so we can see it. 99 plus KFMH. This is Steve Bridges. Steve Bridges is a guy who owns a radio station in Coral something, Iowa, southeastern Iowa. Okay, and Steve is a cool guy. It's a station called KCJJ. I love the call letters. And his station had remember Mike O'Mara had a show on it, and they went out there and did a show there, and Buzz Burbank had a show on it. I think they still do. They're, run some of the podcast stuff on there. Really cool guy. Was a big Don and Mike fan. They carried the Don and Mike show back when they were on the air. Anyhow, Steve has taken this radio station, KFMH, a progressive, one of the first progressive rock stations in the country, started in 73. And they were on the air for, like 10 or 11 years, 20 some years. And he's resurrected it. And he actually found the guys that used to be the DJs on it. They're still alive. The station is 40 years old, and the guys that are, they still are there. So they're still around. So he got them together and put Mike O'Meara as the voice of the station. I guess his announcements, this you're listening to, whatever, and started up the station again. So it's really very cool. So bought an ad. So he bought an ad, and that's really cool. But I was listening to it, and it's really a cool station, and it has a real nice application here. There's the old DJs. I guess one of them, Steve. I don't know. I presume maybe. I don't know what Steve looks like. It's probably one of them. This is Iowa's version of Weasel, and that's Iowa's version of Bob here, and that's Iowa's version of Milo. But you punch up the stream. You don't have to sit through a 2-minute ad, and it's really cool. You just go to that website. There's a Facebook page too, kfmh.com, and you can listen to it. Really, really cool stuff. And I have this going on in the background while I'm doing some work, and I actually get more work done with it going on. So KFMH Pirate. I don't know why they call it Pirate. I guess they're trying to make it sound like it's it's kind of. It sounds very much like the old HFS there. It sounds like Bonnie Raitt or somebody, right? But anyhow, check it out. 99 plus KFMH.com Pirate Radio. They've got a Facebook page. Check out the ad on DCR TV's front page and go there and tell them Dave sent you. And it's a cool station, and I highly recommend it. And if you can get through the 2-minute ad on hfsradio.com, that's probably a cool station too. But you'll probably have a lot more difficulty hearing it because the 104.9 signal that they're moving to is supposedly only 10 watts compared to the 97.5 signal they were on, which was 250 watts. So we'll have to see whether that coverage area is diminished. But anyhow, you can listen to HFS on the internet. And you can also hear them on the one of the HD sub-channels there of WWMX 106.5 Baltimore. And I wish they'd bring it back and put it on. Well, I guess they don't really need it on the air in Washington if you can hear it on the intranet now. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. All right, folks. As we listen to 99 plus KFMH, thanks for watching Dave TV for the 28th of March, 2014. Book 'em, Dano.